Okay, so it is so exciting for me to get to compliment in front of a group, someone who I think I've complimented directly many times, always earned, to celebrate our Med Student of the Year, our most wonderful Gabby Betancourt, who is with our U of C crew. So congratulations, Gabby, for this very well-deserved honor. I do want to shout out all of our med students this year who really went through it. Last year, you went through it in a different way, which sadly was basically just not even being with us. And this year, you went through it in that I was working to get Milan on the team for a decent amount of time. So doing my best to support you. Things were changing every month in terms of who could come, how many of you. And I know, Gabby, you especially had to manage a lot of changes with U of C. And so I just want to thank all of you, and Gabby in particular, for kind of the grace and flexibility that you showed me and community health as we kept trying to figure it out over and over and over this year. Gabby did a phenomenal job of keeping things running, and in partnership with her co-chair, David Velasquez, who I want to shout out as well. But really, from making sure that things were on point in terms of the constantly changing schedules and staffing structures that were out of both of our control oftentimes, to being super engaged in our med student meetings. Gabby is someone who, when I say a thought or an idea, there's like an email in my inbox where she's already taken it halfway and is collaborating with me on it. So that kind of proactive engagement is just beautiful. She also did a bunch and continues to do a bunch in our vaccine space. So she was at those first mass vax operations. She was on site last Saturday, and I think we'll be back in 2 Saturdays. And another example I just want to shout out, because it's just, when you can see when it's who someone is, when you have just these constant examples. I sent an email to our vaccinators to try and shore up more support. And I just asked them, like, can you cover any of these additional dates? I didn't say, go recruit for me. She did it anyway, like an angel. And within an hour or two, I had 2 separate emails from Gabby connecting me to 2 other vaccinators who were going to be able to come, who were both kind of lapsed volunteers with community health, and were now going to be able to rejoin us. So that kind of spirit of just like, what else can I do to increase care and to increase I think your peers' experience too. I think you really did a lot for your fellow students, and I hope they know all that you did to make their experience rich. You're amazing. We're going to miss you. We will find ways. There are always opportunities to stick around. So I hope to see you next year and in all the years to come. But for this year, phenomenal job. Congratulations on this award. And the mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Ava. I'm like blushing super hard over here. I'm like grateful for the lighting that doesn't have me blushing. I'm so grateful to have been recognized for this, and I'm so grateful to everyone at the CHC who really has welcomed all of the med students into the clinic, even though our cohort kind of came in at like a very chaotic time, a time where like I mean, a lot of places would have just been like, okay, we don't have time for medical students right now because there's all these important things to do. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for Anna and Jasmine, who literally walked us through like every change every week. They're like, okay, you guys did this last time, but this time it's going to be like this. And they were so patient with us. I'm really grateful to everyone who has organized the vaccine clinics. I know it's been something that has given me a lot of hope, and also the community a lot of hope in a really, really challenging time. And of course, I'm super grateful to Milan and Ava. As much as Ava was saying about me, I have to say about her and Milan. You know, so many times I've emailed them at random times, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm being so annoying. And so patient with the setbacks that the medical students face throughout the year, and a lot of things that were out of our hands, but very frustrating. And it was really nice to have someone guiding us through that and also supporting us through that. So I am extremely grateful. Thank you so much to everyone at the CHC for like welcoming myself and the other med students into the community. And I promise I will be annoying and I'll be back. I will continue jabbing people because I love jabbing people, like they said, like someone said earlier. And I look forward to a lot more years in the CHC community. So thank you.